Hey, welcome everybody. This is Mark Thompson, the host of The Branded Show. And I'm just doing a little video today, kind of an info show for you as my listeners. And before I go into that, as we're just cruising along here today, I want to thank some people that have been with me and have worked with me and helped so much with The Branded Show. And number one, I'd like to thank my wife, Judy, my sweet wife, who's always been a supporter, and I'm just so thankful for her. So thank you, honey. And I also want to thank Joseph, who is my editor, my producer, and he has been such a great help to load every show and make sure that it's high quality. And today, running the camera, doing the video work, my photographer extraordinaire, Dave Kaiser, and he's shooting the stuff today, and I'm so thankful for him. We've been together for 27 years because he videoed our wedding, which is coming up, our anniversary on Friday. So we're out here in nature, is just beautiful, and you're gonna see some other shots. This is just a little intro, and I wanna thank you as a listener and those my subscribers. So today I have a little intro show that I need to give you some info on what's coming with The Branded Show and a few changes. Yeah, today I need to do an info show for you as my listeners, and all of you that have been so faithful to be a listener, and those of you that are subscribers, thanks for being with me and consistently watching every week. And I just want to thank you for being a valued listener. So today I'm giving you a little info into my life. A few things have changed, and at my age, I had a few things arise with my health that has taken precedence over me, and some things that I need to do through the summer. For those of you that don't know, I run a landscape business / construction business. That keeps me very busy through the summer, right into the fall, and also into the winter. And it's going to take a lot of time this summer to accomplish all the things that I need to do to keep on top of my health. I do have a couple health concerns. Everything is cool. I had some scans the other day. Everything's good, but I do have to take care of myself in a few different ways throughout the summer, making sure that I'm on top of my game for my health. And I'm not going to go into details, but I sure appreciate your prayers and standing with me. My wife also had shoulder surgery in February. She's going through rehab, and it's just taken a lot more time in our household to do the things that we need to do. So primarily I wanted you to get a heads up that the Branded Show is going to take a little leave of absence. It's not going to be shut down forever, but for the summer I'm having to take a break because my business, it's just, I'm very blessed, I'm very busy. And with everything that I've got going on, I need to take a break. And we're going to retool the show, and it's going to be brand new. It's going to look different. It's going to sound different when I come back sometime in the fall. I'm not going to give you that date. I'm looking towards September. It might be October, but it'll be in the fall sometime when the Branded Show comes back online. Now, I do want those of you who are thinking right now, man, I'm gonna miss him. I'm glad you're gonna miss me, because I love doing the show and encourage you as a believer and possibly a seeker of Jesus. So today there's a couple things that I want to bring up for you to encourage you, and that is your heart. Now, we're here in nature, right here at Stevens Lake. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous. Can you just take a second and listen to the bird song? They just stopped singing. Here they go. That's the beauty of nature. That's what we love. Now think about it. What do you love? You love being out in nature. You love being out in creation. If you were stuck in a box in an office, that's not inspiring. That's where some of you have to do your work. But that's work. And when you can go out into creation, and that's where Jesus primarily did all of his ministry, was out in creation. He's the author of creation. And he formed you. He made you just the way you are. And today I want to speak to your heart. And here's the question. How are you taking care of your heart? Have you even thought about that? Jesus said the heart is the wellspring of life. Everything flows out of your heart. Jesus even talked about what's in your heart is going to come out your mouth. So if someone's just continuously speaking negative, you know that's what's in their heart. Their heart is probably in pain and in sorrow and not healthy, because negativity is never healthy. Think about it. Do you like some people being negative to you? No one loves that. So Jesus was very intentional about the heart. And the reason I asked you about where is your heart? How are you taking care of your heart? I'm talking spiritually. How are you taking care of you? This will be the last show for the whole summer. So you need to put some thought into how are you taking care of you? What are you doing to feed your heart? Now, so that you can understand what I'm talking about. What makes you happy? What makes you tick? What makes the juices flow and you just feel alive? That is where your heart is. And I just want to encourage you, be in God's Word to build your heart up. Get out in nature and enjoy nature this summer. Do things that are fun, that feed your heart, that feed your spirit. Because I know how I feel when I'm not feeding my heart. I'm dull, I'm down, I'm not happy. But when I'm doing something that energizes me, one is the Branded Show. So I'm helping somebody else. That's the goal in my life for the Branded Show, to help people, to help you grow and be as happy as you can in the life that you're living. And Jesus promised an abundant life, not just an existence, but an abundant life. Now there's just a couple things that I want to say for just a moment. Those of you that are struggling, maybe through the COVID, you need to feed your heart, not your soul. You're created body, soul, and spirit. You need to feed your spirit. That's where your heart is. That's who you are. Feed your spirit. Do something that feeds your spirit. And today, you'll see the photos on Facebook. Dave took me to a new coffee place today. It's called the Fretboard. And I'd never been there before. It was eclectic. It was cool. It was relaxing. But the most important thing was something that Dave and I love, and it's good coffee. It was great coffee. And what did it do for me? It inspired me. Not just the coffee, but the environment. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to take my wife for a little surprise visit to this new coffee shop. See, that jazzed me. That stirred me. That's what I'm talking about. This summer, stay tuned to my Facebook. Just go to Mark Thompson. You'll see my Facebook page. I'm going to hold off on the Branded Show on my Branded YouTube channel. So look for me on Facebook, and I'm going to have Mark's Moment. And periodically, I'm going to have a weekly word of encouragement for you. Just going to be just 5 minutes. That's all it's going to be. 5 minutes of encouragement. And so just stay tuned. Stay in touch with me on Facebook, because there's going to be a weekly encouragement for you. It's not going to be a whole show. It's just going to be Mark's Moment, just a little tidbit to keep your heart engaged and to keep you living from the wellspring of your heart. So if you are still struggling with substances, Jesus doesn't want you living there. He's got the substance for you, and it's His Spirit, and it's His Word, and it's His presence. And as you hear these birds sing out in creation, right here where we are, that's life. That's new life. That's good life. That's fresh life. And guess what? It's real life. You need to be living the real life. And Jesus is the wellspring of life. And Jesus said, if I missed this quote, I'm sorry, I think it's 663. The Spirit gives life. The flesh counts for nothing. The words I've spoken to you, they are spirit and they are life. We need God inspiration every day, every week. And so look for Mark's Moment. It'll be on my personal Facebook page. That's where I'm going to be broadcasting from periodically. And I hope you'll be listening, and I hope you'll be tuning in. So for now, know that you are loved, you're encouraged, and there's somebody that loves you a whole lot more than I, and it's Jesus. So stay tuned, stay plugged in, and stay rooted and grounded in Him. And be intentional about feeding your heart, because that's the wellspring of life. So thanks for joining me today on The Branded Show. I'm so thankful for you. I know I say that a lot, but we need to encourage each other. Each week, join me on my new Mark's Moment, and you'll have a word of encouragement probably every other week, and possibly every week. So you need to stay tuned. I'm so thankful that you were here today. Thankful for listening. Thank you for your subscription. And if you are not a subscriber, you can still become a subscriber, because there's, as I promised, there's some new things coming on The Branded Show. And God bless you. Know that you are loved, and you are loved by Jesus more than me. And here's the most important thing as I close today. Live loved.